What is good, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be telling you guys about the top 10 greatest players in Call of Duty history, in my opinion, of course. But before we do that, I want to talk about one of the greatest products. And right here we got the new Lawnmower 3.0. It's a waterproof trimmer with advanced skin safe technology. So it's smooth, takes care of business, and of course you turn it like this, there's a light on it as well. So you're making sure you get every spot you need to. You're going to be nice and clean. This is incredible. And don't get me wrong, a nice clean shave is incredible, but the job is not finished until you have the ball deodorant to smell good, feel good, and then also the ball toner to make sure you're taking care of your body. This trio is a match made in heaven, and like they all say, teamwork makes the dream work. You can now get 20% off, free international shipping, and 2 free gifts with promo code ATTACH at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. And now it is time for me to tell you guys my top 10 Call of Duty players of all time. Let me know down below in the comments what your top 10 are, your top 5, your favorite player of all time. Please let me know. I would love to hear your feedback. And also make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We can make some more videos like this, but I'm excited. Let's start it off with a bang. We're going to go from 10th all the way up to 1st. So starting off with number 10, I will say this is going to be starting it off hot. Hot take. I'm putting Simp and Apathy in the 10th spot right now. Both very young players. I think they're both like maybe 20 and 21-ish. Maybe Apathy's 22. I think he's 21 though. Not sure. But those guys have been absolutely crushing it since they've been in the Pro Call of Duty League. I think they're going to be eventually up there as some of the greatest players of all time. Their success speaks for itself. They've won tons and tons of tournaments already. When Sim came in Black Ops 4 and joined that United team, he just displayed his talent and destroyed. And then Apathy is just one of those players who is so impactful on the map. Just has an insane amount of gun skill, great movement, and just puts so much pressure on the other team. So him and Sim are like honestly one of the perfect duos. Like Sim has a great finesse, knows how to get a lot of kills, and just like work way around the map and use teamwork while he's doing all these good movements. And then Apathy is just kind of like sprint at you, gun you, and that's kind of his thing. But that duo is just works so well together. So honestly, I'm putting them in the 10th spot. They're both Call of Duty world champions, won multiple tournaments, and have hundreds of thousands of dollars in Call of Duty earnings. And at the 9th spot, I'm gonna have to give it to my guy Apathy. Brian is an incredible player, and I feel like he's always been on teams that's kind of like the underdogs, or people didn't expect them to do that well, and then he'll just come out of nowhere and absolutely dominate. He's a 2-time world champion. He won champs in Black Ops 3 with the Envy roster, and then he won champs. He actually got second in Infinite Warfare champs with the Envy roster as well, and then won World War II champs on EG with Aches, Assault, Silly, and yeah, it was 4v4, so it was just them. But no one really expected that team to win champs, but they put their heads down, they grinded, they prepared, and they came out and they clutched up. And they also had a very crazy series versus Optic, where Optic just needed to win one map to qualify for like the champ bracket, but EG actually won the series 3-0 and then went on to win the tournament. So that's an insane story. But Brian is a very underrated player. He's someone who could just pop off at any time, and we like to call it going donk mode because his nickname is Donkey Kong. So whenever he's popping off, going getting 2 pieces, 3 pieces, 4 pieces that it doesn't look like he should be getting, we call it going donk mode. But he's had such a successful career, 2 world championships, which is just insane, and almost had a 3rd one in Infinite Warfare, and just been a very underrated player for a while, and he's been playing for so long, so you got to give him his props. That's why Apathy is at the number 9 spot for me. And in the 8th spot is going to be Austin Slasher Lidico. He's a world champion who won champs in Black Ops 3, followed up with a couple 2nd place finishes at the world championship in IW, and then also Black Ops 4, where they made a crazy losers bracket run all the way from top 16 to top 2. He's been a staple in the Call of Duty scene. He always tweets out the Thanos gif. He loves Thanos. And then he's also been just a dominant main AR for years and years, going up against some of the other best main ARs like Formal, Clay, Octane, except when they teamed that one year, and then they had an incredible season in Black Ops 4. So we got Austin up there because he's a leader for his team as well, tries to make his teammates better all around him and his team overall better, put them in the system to make the game easier on themselves. So we had to give him his respect and put him at number 8. And at number 7, Jordan J. Kaplan, who I actually won the world championship with in Advanced Warfare when I was a young 18-year-old, and him and I would go to war every single day and roast each other. I would get back from school when I was in high school. We started scrimming, we'd roast each other, he'd call me dumb, and then he would tell me how to improve at Call of Duty, but in kind of a mean way. So we would just go back and forth, but it ended up working because we got a couple 2nd place finishes and then won the world championship. So he's always been looked at as one of the really smart players in Call of of Duty. In Black Ops 1, he was the best player in Black Ops 1, and he's just been playing for so long, and he had such a successful career, and he actually ended up winning 2 world championships, one in Advanced Warfare, and then also one in Black Ops 3. He had a top 2 finish in Infinite Warfare, so he would have repeated if he would have won that world championship. Would be absolutely insane. But like I said, he's always been one of the smartest Call of Duty players, and everyone's kind of looked at him as like the new age Rambo once Rambo retired, because he learned like all this stuff from Rambo, applied to his gameplay, and then taught it to his other teammates. So definitely a teammate that helped me learn a lot and helped me learn how to play Call of Duty. So I'm very thankful for him, and he's a very good friend too. Don't let him know I said that, because we always roast each other. JCap, you're an idiot, but you're at the 7th spot. Love you. And now coming in at number 6, one of the most beloved characters in the Call of Duty scene, the one and only Patrick Price, aka Aches, who's also been called the Optic Stopper from his storylines with Optic throughout his career. He was on the Cole Dynasty in Black Ops 2, really the first dynasty in Call of Duty, and he was just dominant. They won champs in Call of Duty Ghost, which was his first ring. Then he actually won another ring in World War II on the EG roster. So he has 2 rings. I think he has over like 20 or 21 championships won in Call of Duty. So he's been dominating for a very long time, and everyone loves Aches, whether they like to say it or not. He's created so many good storylines and kept us so entertained in the scene for such a long time, whether it goes back to pushing Nade Shot, knocking out Optic at champs multiple times. After he would lose to Optic during the regular season, but then at champs he would knock him out somehow. And it happened in like Black or AW, it happened in Black Ops 3, it happened in World War II. I might be forgetting some other ones, but it just seems like it was always happening, and he's just been a part of so many huge moments in the scene. Yeah, gotta give him his props. And now coming in at the number 5 spot, Mr. 3 Rings, Damon Karma Barlow. He was a part of Farico Impact when he won his first world championship in Black Ops 2. I think they won 3 other events that year. They were going crazy at the beginning. And then he joined Cole in Ghost, where they won another world championship. And then in Infinite Warfare, when he was on Optic Gaming, they won a world championship as well. So those are the 3 rings come from. And he was on Optic from, what was it, AW until World War II, and they dominated AW, Black Ops 3, and Infinite Warfare. So they had an incredible run. I think he ended up retiring in Modern Warfare in the middle of the year when we were playing Modern Warfare online. Not a very good time. I don't think anyone really misses that time, but we do all miss Damon, and he's just been a dominant player. He did whatever it took to win. When he was on Optic, he would receive a lot of flack from people sometimes, saying that he wasn't putting the craziest numbers up, but he was always just doing the dirty work. Whatever it took for the team to win, he was doing it, and that's why we gotta give him his respect. And at the number 4 spot, and it makes perfect sense, H4F, Horny for Formy, Matt Formal Piper, who came into Call of Duty after being a professional Halo player. He joined I forgot, he started off like a Halo team in Call of Duty, then he went to like Fear, then he went to like TK, and then eventually ended up on Envy, where they ended up winning an event in Ghost at the end. Then he joined Optic Gaming in AW. They dominated that season. I think they won like 10 events, 9 or 10 events or something, and the only other team that won those events they didn't win were FaZe teams. So it's kind of crazy. Black Ops 3 they dominated, Infinite Warfare they dominated, and he actually became a world champion in Infinite Warfare. And he's just been a dominant main AR or dominant AR player ever since he got into Call of Duty. He's been a part of the Optic Dynasty for as long as we can remember, and he's still playing today with Chicago, still playing incredibly well, and still championship contenders, and then winning champs, or not winning champs, but winning championships in in Modern Warfare, sorry. So yeah, he's just been dominant ever since he got into the Call of Duty community, and that's why I got him at the number 4 spot. And at number 3, Mr. 3 Rings as well, my old duo Clayster. When we teamed in AW, that's when he won his first world championship. But before that, in Black Ops 2, he was on the Cole Dynasty, where they dominated, won like 7 events in a row. He actually got dropped in Ghost after they got second, or no, they won the event. They won the event and then they dropped Clayster. And he has a reputation for getting dropped off every single team, but he always comes back fighting and dominates. So you kind of have to respect that, because it's not easy to just get dropped from every single team you're on and then come back fighting, winning, and being so successful. That's why we have to give him his props, because he's been playing for such a long time, all the way since like Call of Duty 4, which was in like 2007, I believe, or 2008, all the way till now. He's still playing and he's still frying. I think he tweeted that he's turning 29 years old in a couple days, which is just absurd. He's the oldest player in the Call of Duty League. He has over $1 million earned, 3 rings, so many championships, and just one of the most crazy people in the Call of Duty scene. Everyone loves Clay when he gets hyped. He brings that energy to the team, and he's just been a dominant player since everyone was in diapers. So he's the oldest player in the scene, but he's still dominating. That's why I got Clay at number 3. And coming in at the number 2 spot is going to be the man, the myth, the legend, Seth Scumpy Abner. He has been dominating competitive Call of Duty since he started playing. He has been dominating the content game with Optic since he started playing. By far the biggest Call of Duty player in the scene. Millions of followers across all platforms, and he honestly is the reason that Call of Duty is so successful now. Him, Optic, Hex, Nasha, and everyone part of that original team really helped build competitive Call of Duty to what it is today. So without them, we don't know where we'd be, but we're all very thankful for him, and he's just been such a good player. Even in his early days in like Black Ops 2, where they won a couple events, he was still dominating even when they weren't winning, and he's been frying ever since then. A world championship in Infinite Warfare, and I think he has like 25, 26, 27 event wins, so he has a ton of event wins, and he's just been known as like one of the best SMG players of all time. The Ginger Ninja, we all love Seth. He's a great person in and outside of game, and I'm happy to put him at number 2 because it's so hard to just be so focused on competing and content at the same time while still finding so much success in both. So you got to give him his flowers while he's still around. He's an absolute animal. And now for the last person at number 1, the GOAT, Crim6, who has entertained the Call of Duty community for as long as we can remember. He was the villain back in Complexity in Black Ops 2, where they were just dominating events, talking trash to Optic, and made the fans absolutely hate them. So he won the World Championship in Ghost. He also won another World Championship on Optic Gaming in Infinite Warfare, and then another World Championship with the Empire during the CDL Modern Warfare 2020 season. So 3 rings for him right there. The most winningest Call of Duty player of all time, over $1 million earned in tournaments. And how many event wins? Like 34-ish, somewhere along those lines. And he dominated because he's been on Cole, he was on that dynasty, then he was also on the Optic dynasty as well when they dominated AW, Black Ops 3, and IW. I think he's won pretty much a title in every single game he's competed in except for World War II. So it just goes to show you how dominant he's been. And recently he's been keeping the community very entertained with his funny videos, roasting people, and that goes back even when he was being a weirdo on his own YouTube channel, throwing Xbox 360s out the window, talking about sniping everyone like he thinks he's a Navy SEAL. He would probably be the best person in the Call of Duty League to go to if a zombie apocalypse happens, because he has a full arsenal of weapons. He brags about having claymores at his house. He has a crazy Porsche. I always hear him driving it around in downtown Dallas. But yeah, his achievements speaks for itself, and that's why I have him at the number 1 spot, because he's just been a part of so many dynasties and been dominating for so long. So we got Ian Porter at the number 1 spot. Congrats to him and all the other players who have been just dominating Call of Duty for so long. It's been an honor to be a part of the Call of Duty community, compete against these people, and then just go to all these tournaments. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your list of the top 10 down below. Thank you guys all for watching. I will see you in the next one, and as always, my name is Attach, and I'm out. Peace.